Good evening, dear televiewers and subscribers. Welcome to David R. Tele-turuan. I am Elsame M. Mari of Marciano del Rosario Memorial National High School, your teacher presenter for today's episode. Join me for another worthwhile learning in English 8. The most essential learning competency that we must target for this lesson is to compare and contrast the presentation of the same topic in different multimodal texts. In line with this, our specific learning objectives are as follows. To identify the similarities and differences of information presented in different multimodal texts, analyze and interpret information of the same topic presented in the different multimodal texts, and lastly, to compare and contrast the information of the same topic in multimodal texts. Before we proceed in our lesson, I have here two pictures for you to study. The first picture is an infographic and the second one is a print text. The infographic shows that diversity is understanding we are different, understanding how we are different, learning to communicate the difference, and diversity is more than just a color. On the other hand, the print text explained that the concept of diversity is more than just acknowledging our differences. It is about understanding and recognizing that everyone is unique and different. By valuing diversity, we can live free from prejudice and create a success-oriented community. And now class, the questions are, what is the topic of the infographic and the print text? How were the information presented in the infographic and the print text? That's correct. Both infographic and the print text talk about diversity. The infographic shows how we should understand and communicate our differences, while in the print text, diversity was defined as understanding and recognizing our differences to create a prejudice-free and success-oriented community. And yes, you are absolutely right. In infographic, the topic was discussed using short phrases, while in print text, it used sentences. Both infographics and print text are examples of multimodal text. But what is a multimodal text? Multimodal text includes picture books, textbooks, graphic novels, comics, and posters where meaning is conveyed to the reader through varying combination of visual written language and spatial modes. It requires the processing of more than one method and the recognition of the interconnections between information. From the word itself, multimodal, meaning there are two or more modes used in the text. In fact, multimodal text combine two or more modes such as written language, spoken language, visual that can be either still or moving image, audio, gestural, and spatial meaning. Multimodal texts are often live, digital, and paper-based multimodal texts. So let us discuss them one by one. Live multimodal texts are shown through combinations of different modes such as gestural, spatial, audio, and oral language. It can be in a form of dance. It is an expression of an idea or emotion through the use of body movements in a rhythmic way accompanied with music. And also, in a form of oral presentation, it is the delivery of an idea in front of a public audience. Dance and oral presentation use combinations of different modes such as gestural, spatial, audio, and oral language. The second is the digital multimodal text. In this kind of text, the details are presented through dynamic combinations of various modes across written and spoken language, still and moving visual images, audio, gesture, and spatial communicative resources. Here are some examples of digital multimodal text. First, films. Films, it is a form of storytelling using a series of moving images shown on the screen usually with sounds, and I know that you are really familiar with that. The second one is animation. It is a method of storytelling using figures that are manipulated to appear as a series of moving images. Third, slideshows. These are presentations that is based on the series of projected images or photographic slides. Fourth, we have e-posters or electronic posters. These are digital presentation of the study and can be accessed through the use of software. Fifth, we have digital stories. These are multimedia presentation of narrative structure combining a variety of digital elements. These 5 examples use combinations of various modes across written and spoken language, still and moving visual image, audio, gesture, and spatial communicative resources. Next, we have the paper-based multimodal text. These are multimodal texts conveyed to the reader through varying combination of written language and still images. Here are some examples of paper-based multimodal text. First, we have infographics. It is a collection of images, charts, and data to present a quick and clear information. Second, we have graphic text. Graphic text present information and data with the use of words in diagrams and drawings. Third, we have posters. These are large printed pictures or a notice that is used for advertising or decoration. Fourth, we have comics. I know that you are familiar with this as well. These are medium of narration using images combined with text. Fifth, we have pictures. These are images or drawings that can present a certain topic. So these 5 examples use combinations of written language and still images. Therefore, they are indeed paper-based multimodal text. Now, to test your skills and understanding, I have here an activity for you. I'll be presenting 2 different multimodal texts about African traditional clothing. One is a picture collage and the other is a word cloud. For the direction, fill in the graphic organizer below with the similarities and features of the information presented in the picture collage and word cloud. Use words or phrases in answering this activity. Now let's check your activity. You got it right! The picture collage and the word cloud have the same topic which both describe the African traditional clothing. You see, 2 has same meaning yet can be presented in 2 different ways. The picture collage presented the description of the African traditional clothing through pictures. On the contrary, the word cloud used words to describe it. There you have it. I hope that you learned something new today. My dear learners, just remember that learning multimodal text is very helpful for you. You'll learn efficient way for you to become familiar with different methods of learning, remembering, and studying information. This will enhance your ability to retain information at a deeper level, and recalling it at a later date will become quicker and more successful. Once again, this is Elsame M. Mari, one of your English teacher here at David R. Tele-turuan.